Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from Western Kentucky, and we are continuing our playthrough of Total War 3 Kingdoms, playing as Sun Jian. And last episode we got our rear ends handed to us by Xiahou Dun. He did something I should have known, but caught me by surprise. He sallied out in a night battle and just picked on one of our forces. Poor little Sun Ce over here got beat up a little bit, but that leaves Sun Quan in very good health. And I think if we team up, I'm not going to siege anymore. We're just going to take it to him. Hopefully he's a little weakened. Obviously we are too, but we still have the Sun Quan in our back pocket who is not. So let's get our forces moved in. And a valiant defeat with him alone, so let's just continue the siege and move in some reinforcements in the name of Sun Ce. Now when we look at Sun Quan as leading us into battle, let's see what those odds look like now. Nothing super rousing, but at least we're seeing a victory, albeit a close victory. So we'll do the token demand surrender, although we know this famous general will not. And what kind of a map? One more time. Yeah, tight little battle. Although this isn't as bad as some of the tight little battles. This city has a little more room to maneuver in. So let's move on the toolmaker and see what we can do. It's an early morning battle for me. I'm trying to squeeze this in before work. Let's hope all my functions are operating. I'm not known as a morning person, but here we go. Let's take on the battle. Okay, here we are. We've got a number of entrances we can go in, and I imagine I'll try a little bit of splitting up, moving around kind of stuff to spread him out just a little bit, and then if we can poke on the weak point, maybe we can push through and then start. The one nice thing is there's lots of paths to try and get rear attacks for any forces that may be blocked up at the gate. So if we can find a way in while we're holding them down somewhere else, maybe we can make this work. First of all, we'll take out some towers. I know I go back and forth when I'm playing, and I still don't know what is the absolute best, but I think I'm going to take out the towers first, just so I don't have to worry about them. My reinforcements, Sun Ce's army is going to be coming in from that direction, so we have that to look forward to. I think what I'll do, because I'm not definitely charging into any blockaded entrances with my cavalry, let's see if we can spread them out somewhere and maybe draw off some forces. How about way over on the other side? I'm thinking here-ish or here-ish. Let's just go all the way to the other side and see what kind of forces we can draw off over here. And that should be out of tower range on this side. Fortunately, my cavalry runs fast enough. If we see an open tower on any of these spots that we can maneuver to, they can run through into the tower without taking too much damage just because of their speed. That's what I'm thinking with the cavalry. And then hopefully give us some flank positions. Everybody else probably just going to position up to we'll have flexibility with these troops over here to swing over to that gate. We'll have the halberds look at being able to take this gate. And then we'll also, once we take out towers, we'll be able to move in. And that's one advantage we have. If I remember looking at his units, he does not have a lot of archers. So if I'm able to do some weakening before we charge in advance with my archers, that's going to be a big plus. So let's get them spread out in the front here. And we will move. I think that's what we'll do. Now it's time to see the setup, and then before I'll do some weakening stuff before, and then I'll do the major assault once we finally get Sensei's armies positioned. I'm gonna guess up at one of these two gates over here when he comes in, and hopefully he doesn't have the forces to guard against all yeah, we'll say it, all my might, although he's been showing a lot of might in his previous battles. So I'm a little nervous about Xiahou, but here we go. And how is he set up? So we did draw a few off in the back, but look at that. We got some open gates, and my cavalry could easily get through on the back side before he can maneuver. So that's a good thing. Oh, we better tell them to target the towers, and maybe we'll get some random damage on their units behind the towers, but I've decided I want to damage the towers because then I'll bring in my archers, and I don't want them getting picked apart by the towers. They'll be our close range distance units that we'll use. Kind of break down his defenses, and there is Sensei coming in for us. So let's get his forces on the way as we work on these towers. %75 down on this tower. One more nice little hit, and I'm sure we're getting residual hits on their soldiers behind the towers, although he smartly spread them out. Okay, time for the other tower on this side. And time for the other tower on this side. And I don't care if you miss on these tower shots, I'm telling you, trebuchets. So let's bring Sensei's forces up. How far down does this tower reach? So we can bring them up kind of in this neighborhood. As we work on just the slow work, the pre-work we'll call it, of taking out the towers. And after the towers are down, then it's time to work on any forces that decide to sit behind and stay in our range. There goes the other tower. Time to start the bombardment. And same with you over here. Let's get you going. You got about half your ammunition left. Let's start seeing what we can do against some troops inside. Okay, he seems to notice that Sensei is coming over this way, bringing in some troops to bolster that gate. But Sensei, look at that. He has his own little trebuchet, so we'll be able to take out those towers of whichever gate we decide to come into. Wreak some havoc as much as we can on the troops in the back without fear of getting picked off by those towers. Hopefully soften up these forces. Next we'll be able to bring in the archers to do a number. But we will speed this up at this point just to get Sensei into place, because I'm not going to bring my archers up too much, because a lot of times my experience on these is when you get my archers pelting them, they tend to back off and run away, and I just want to get the bulk of my troops up, because if they start backing up, then I got to start bringing in my forces to take advantage of that, get through this narrow opening while he's giving it to me. So we're just going to speed up to get Sensei's forces in place, because that's a lot of micromanaging, and I'd rather have all the pieces in place once I got to start moving around and micromanaging. Bad enough in a normal battle, me keeping track of everything. Okay, one trebuchet is out of ammunition. The other one is soon to follow. There we get some damage. There we get some hits. He's going to be out of ammo. Yes, he's out of ammo. So let's see how Sunsei is doing. Get his forces positioned up here. So he's brought over a little bit more than just the cavalry. As soon as we get my trebuchets up here, we will decide. And I'm almost leaning towards... which one shall I look at doing? Who shall I lean towards? I think we'll just go with the gate where he's got them. As soon as we get my trebuchet up here, that's where we will target. And how far can his towers go? So yeah, let's... Trebuchet will place you right here. Give you a nice view of those towers. Once we take out those towers, then the mayhem, the chaos will begin. And we'll see if we can take down Xiahou Dun. One of the biggest thorns in my side that Cao Cao has sent to me. And see if we can stop him once for all. Cross your fingers. Okay, trebuchets, come on, fight through those troops. Knock them out of the way. Get up there. Get into position. Come on now. Oh, that's kind of funny. Okay, here we are. We are lined up with the trebuchets. It is time to get their first target set. Tower 1. And I will not complain if we get some residual damage along the way. Like that. I'm happy with residual. Oh darn, you missed the tower. Darn. Well, we hit some units on the ground. Ah, hit some cavalry in the back. But we're missing the tower. Come on, let's get this tower going. There goes a riderless horse running away. There, it looked like we got a hit on the tower, but it's not showing any damage. Getting some more hits on the light swordsman over here. Now that has to be a hit. There we go. There we go. I guess the question that I don't have an answer to is it better to go against the troops, although there's not a super mass here. Am I going to kill more of these troops than the towers would kill of me in my advance? I guess I've decided that I want to take the towers out because they'll do more damage to me in my advance, I'm thinking, than I will do to their forces, which is why I've made the decision to take out the towers in this attack. So we shall see if it's the right call or not. There's one tower down. Okay, let's get the other tower going. And we're doing minor damage to the forces around the tower. Yeah, I don't think your shields are gonna do you much good. Knocked him down. Is he gonna get back up? No. I don't know. It doesn't look like they're going to be getting back up anytime soon. He doesn't think you're very witty, Q Shangping. I love the little banter. I don't know what y'all think, but I love hearing these guys talk back and forth. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost gonna get that tower taken out. 38%, couple more hits, and it's down. At that point, I think what we're gonna do here, shall we just mass all our cavalry together? Is that what I need to do? Should I strengthen them up, join the other cavalry over here? Thinking we'll keep the archers here with these archers to pelt and try to back them off the gate. Don't have a lot of melee on this side, unfortunately. Let's see, I think what we'll look at doing, we'll have this force come in on the lower gate. We'll have this little cavalry force push their way through on this gate. See if we can cause some confusion where they won't know which way to react. We'll kind of overwhelm the AI, let's hope. And now we are down on the towers. Now he's just taking the last and the ammo is done. Okay, now it is time for the advance. Let's start over with our main force, our strongest force, Sun Quan. Of course, it's up against his strongest defense that we're going to be working against. We'll take these archers over here to work on this side. We'll take our crossbowmen over here to work on this side. We will take our archers and whatnots that we have over here, and that's a lot of them. To work on this side, and here we go. We'll have you guys, we had success with you using the horse archers using flaming shot, so we'll keep the flaming shot going. We're already getting them to back off over here. Look at that. So let's get the infantry moving forward along with our leaders. Since they're backing off, we can take over and gain a foothold through the entranceway. I'm thinking with all our archers, we need to position here for now, in case they start bringing other forces up. Oh, he's decided to move over this way. Look at that. Give me this gate. He's kind of backing off here. Is he looking to give me this gate too? He's giving me this gate, so let's get moving in. It's time for the close quarters combat. Sun Quan will help you over here. We will start bringing in. They're moving around. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. So we'll give them some more to think about. Can we do some damage? We're all already in a weakened state from our prior battle. Sensei, I'm not happy having you there with Xiahou Dun. We got anybody else in here? No, we want you inside, inside, inside. I don't want you matched up with spearmen at all. Okay, they're backing off now that the true melee troops are coming through. Time to bring some forces in. Well, I don't know. They're holding a lot of forces by just being out there, allowing me to overwhelm here.
我军士兵正在四散而逃，装填弩箭，向前进军。听命，攻击准备就绪，前进，射杀敌军，给我射击，发矢车听命，停止行动。
Lot to keep our eyes on, guys. Lots to keep our eyes on.
准备放箭，矢时已尽，无法继续射击了。
Not happy having them. Let's get you in here. Let's help out these poor crossbowmen that are not in a great spot here. And we got to get some support back up in the rear. Get Sensei in. We're a little muddled down on this side, but we still got archers pelting away, trying to help us out. They're pulling forces in now. They've decided to give up the gates. Let's get our cavalry inside so we can have some maneuver possibilities with them. Sensei, let's get you over with that cavalry, help break them down. We need relief down here. That's where we need relief. Can we bring in some cavalry over this way to help give a rear charge before they reinforce? Time to bring down and help the stalemate down on that bottom gate. We come in on the rear. Can we bring these guys in somehow over and get just overwhelm, even though it's spear against cavalry? See if we can overwhelm. Cavalry, we got a target. Can we take the city center, take a hit on their morale down here? Let's take our aim and attention crossbowmen over here. Let's get your buff going. I forget about your buff, but it helps. It helps. You're in range to give it to as many as possible. Let's get that buff going. And our cavalry didn't exactly work out here. They got held up on this side. Let's get through. Sensei, you're hurting. Do we have any tough nuts that you can help us crack right
天
here?
下不留，鼓起勇气，出手就是，放箭，做好准备，敌军四散而逃，到底是无胆鼠辈，装填弩箭，射击！
Cavalry has kind of not been able to work out, but it was a distraction. They weren't the right kind of force to get over in that city center now with Xiahou and certain forces holding back. But hopefully they distracted enough.
我军士兵丢盔弃甲，真懦夫也。
时机已至，凤翔云端。
Now Xiahou is coming over. We got to watch out for that.
速速前进，杀！加快速度，准备放箭，给我射击！弓箭准备。
Bottleneck. Can we say bottleneck?
向不屈，杀！听命，诛灭敌军，准备就绪，杀！凤翔云端。
Medium sword infantry have been a tough nut to crack here.
准备开战！冲啊！
准备就绪，准备好了。
此部队史实已悉数用尽，
杀！
顽强不屈，速速前进！
准备好了，做好准备，诛灭敌军。鼓手听命，放！起手就绪，进攻！
Oh, I don't know. This may be the old-fashioned Pyrrhic victory that we're getting up here. Not liking the looks of this one.
鼓起勇气。
New Fawn, that's not a good thing. He's been defeated. It's the fear in this kind of a tough battle.
冲啊！挺住！杀呀！片甲不留。
Let's get up in there and take it to him. It's about time we finish off this bloody, sloppy
敌军四散而逃，
battle.
到底是无胆鼠辈。
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I have to watch that and see all the things I could have done better. Oh, Pyrrhic. So instead of a close victory like an auto-resolve, we got ourselves a Pyrrhic victory.
我军已兵临敌军城下，而敌军仍在做困兽之斗。此战若是千延日久，则难免落个两败俱伤。若延误战机，待敌军援兵一至，则我军前功尽弃，万事皆休。
Now what happened to Liu Fan? Hopefully he's just injured and not gone, but if we...
了结战事。
I have a feeling we may have lost him since I got the rage bonuses on some of my leaders. Only 9 heroism because we should have done better. We've gained some ancillaries. We're going to occupy. Battlefield Surgeon. Your general refuses to celebrate a victory in battle while allies still lie wounded on the battlefield. Injured troops, 3 at a time, are personally rescued and carried on horseback to be treated before the general rides out to collect more. So we got some bonus experience for Sun Tse in this ugly little battle. And here we go. Killed in battle. Liu Fan. No, Ying Yu, that's his strategist. Here we go. Killed in battle. Okay, he's only wounded. Thank goodness. So we have not lost Lu Fan. We'll see if he has some bad trait for being wounded, if he's maimed or whatever. But we did not lose him. It was easy to lose track of our leaders there. We gained some traits for Lu Fan. He is now scarred. But this is the good trait coming out of a battle. It increases his authority and his morale of his own army now. Okay, here we go. What kind of ancillaries we pick up? A military Jian. We'll have to take a look if it's any better than what we have. And we also now have a guard as ancillary also. So we'll take a look at that when we have a chance. We've built that tea house down in Changsha City and the county academy up in Lujiang. There's one more piece of business to take care of, and boy do we have some healing to do down here. And I think we're just gonna keep y'all keep it all here, keep y'all staying put right where you are. Although maybe, just maybe, we'll have Sun Quan kind of regenerate there, and we will send Sun Tse to regenerate over in Lujiang. I am thinking for the moment. In fact, you're getting better replenishment over in this territory than you were getting over here. So that turns out to be a good move. Let's see, we do have Sun Jian, the fearless leader, over here with this incursion from the north. I'm thinking we just kind of park ourselves outside the livestock farm and see if we can just wait, see what happens up here, and maybe we can get ourselves a little ambush. It's kind of what I'm thinking. We haven't done any good ambushing very often, so let's see if we can somehow hide and lure them in towards a Jiangling livestock farm for a little ambush. Let's take a look at a promo we got. That is Zhao Yu. Let's see what we can do for you, Zhao Yu. And let's see, we have all the cunning kind of things, which is your priority. We can increase character experience in this army. That's not bad. You're not an administrator, so the other perk isn't totally useful. Perception, ripples of perspective that'll allow us to see enemies hiding in the forest. That's kind of cool, so they can't hide on us. And here we have walls and settlement damage when commanding. I kind of go in because I want to. I haven't really had experience to see if we're picking off or seeing people in the forest. Let's go with ripples of perception and learn something about the perk, because I don't know a lot about it. Let's see, who have we got here? A bodyguard. That's going to be better than the other ancillary, better than that guard. 2 instinct. Do we have anybody who needs a little boost to satisfaction maybe? Who's our lowest? Suze? You are the lowest. You have? Yeah, you have someone, but it doesn't. So I think we will work on your satisfaction a little, and we'll find another home for Mr. High Cunning here. Even though that hurts your cunning, you're not quite up there anyway, so maybe your next promotion will give us a chance. No, you don't have a lot of cunning promotions available. Anyway, we're so close, but we're going to make the move to take away Monsieur Cunning. Whoops. Let's take a look. Here we go. We'll just switch out and increase your satisfaction a tiny bit. I think that's more important at the moment. And then we can see if we can find a use for the trader somewhere. In fact, I almost feel Q Zhangping. I got to remember on my different playthroughs who is doing what, who are my administrators, who are the people I'm sending out. We got Lu Fan as an administrator, so apparently as he's wounded, we lose his bonus there. Q Shangping, you aren't there, but Are we using you in an assignment position? Well, look at that. We have 2 assignments available right now. We have Lun Song and Ziyue. So there's the ones we should look at, seeing if this can be useful. In fact, right there. This is currently on cooldown, so I can't use the trader right away. So we got to remember next turn we will add the trader over to one of our administrator positions, and it's time to get our administrators back out. Where do we want them to go? I'm thinking Changsha again. What kind of building do we have available? We've always got a famous archer, and we could increase that to a legendary and see if we can get some nice bling or nice weapons out of that. I'm thinking one of these guys is going to go down there. So yeah, let's get Changsha administered or have an assignment. That's where Ziyue will go, and then if we add the other person that can help income, you'll have other options with that person. So let's do the building, since we got some higher level building to do down there. And Lun Song, what are your strengths again? I should have looked while I had the window open. What do we need up in Lujiang? With your strengths of peasantry, income, and military supplies, where can I best utilize the peasantry income? I'm kind of thinking Zhangjia. So we'll assign you there. Not the greatest of assignments. I got to get some more people in my court that can be of more use. But there we go. Okay, I think we've done what we can. We do have some income to spend. Let's see where we can do some growing. Poyang, you have some potentials down here. What are we looking at here? We've got some iron mine growth that can definitely help increase industry. We've got the copper mine, so we got some definite industry growth, and the copper mine, that gives a nice boost. Both of them give a nice little boost to the garrisons. We also have the ability to upgrade the town to a large town. There's a lot of building to go on down here, that's for dang sure. Let's get the minor settlements built up and work on our industry income. We'll start there. And I don't have anyone down there to impact the building, so we might as well just go ahead and do it. And that takes care of the biggest chunk of my funds. Is there anything going on in Badong? Let's see, can we upgrade? We don't have quite enough to start upgrading the jetties yet, so we will hang on down there. Although there's our favorite little lumber yard. Let's just give that some funds and build it up and work on our income some more. I don't think we have a lot of recruiting to do at the moment. There, the housekeeping is done. Let's finish the turn and move on. Who have we got moving? We got a little Han Empire guy moving through our territory, but he's not bothering to stop. I wonder if we can figure out his target. We're looking for a non-aggression pact from Liu Yao. See if we can figure out where that's coming from. Doesn't look like it's any place immediate. Look like why not? A whooping 26 coin in our pocket. Okay, they have decided to change their mind. The question is going to be, if we now take Sun Jian away to start finishing that Badong commandery, are they going to be tempted to come right back down? Or the fact that I defeated Cao Cao's force down here, does that mean that they're not feeling quite as strong as they did? Let's think about that. Zhengjiang, we haven't met up with there. I think those are just kind of Liu Bai left. Tao Ying has left the coalition of Liu Bai. Further weakening him. We just made peace with him, I believe, last episode. So ready for duty. Liu Fan is back in the fold. And we finished a communal fishing pier in Xindu and a trading port in Jiangling. So all those are going to help our income. And looking nice as we start climbing up. We're going to have the ability to start thinking about another army here too. And do we have some decimated units that we're going to need to build up? We only have room for one more here, so we might as well recruit that axeman that just totally disappeared. Or just finish off, because we noticed when we use Sensei, he's a little weak on the old... on the melee units. Sensei, let's finish the convalescing over in Lujian. And how are we looking over here? We're still pretty wiped out here, so I think we're going to have to do another turn of just fixing ourselves up. And then we'll be ready to move towards the coast again. It's looking ripe for the picking, and I got the force to do it. The question is, now that they're kind of retreating, and it looks like it's because they're out of supply, I think it's time to move back towards Badong and see if we can't finish up with that iron mine. So Sun Jian, let's get you back on the road again. We'll get you down towards the river to head up to that iron mine. I think that's the play we make, or the play we take over there. We'll let these guys convalesce one more turn. We haven't built up that many funds for a lot of building yet, but we will take a look at... We got a promotion! There we go. Let's see what we're able to do here. Oh yes, and while we're in here, we can give you now, since you're doing administer positions, that'll help boost trade influence. Oh, that's only if you're prime minister, but it unlocks the assignment of surplus markets. So that is a bonus since we're using you that way that we will look at. And we only got 2 options on this promotion. Counteract Corruption, which I like the idea of that. That'll at some point become an issue. Avoiding forest penalties isn't as big a deal to me right now, so let's apply that promotion. And we have an injured Liu Fan. How bad is he looking? Just says serious injuries from battle, and it's going to take a couple more turns. Well, we probably won't be in battle before that happens, because we got a lot of healing up to do as a whole army anyway. And let's go see what else. We really don't have a lot to build at the moment. Xindu fishing port. And we need a reform to be able to build any larger, but at least we have a decent-ish garrison again down there. Okay, let's move on to the next turn, see what it brings us. See if they decide to come back down from the north now that Sun Jian is moving out. We can get peace with Dongzhuo. And I will turn around and... Yes, I reject Dongzhuo. Okay, where are we moving? He's just moving across. It looks like he's just taking a shortcut, trespassing through my area. And okay, that threat continues to move away to the north, so that's a good thing. So let's take, it is winter time, but let's take Huang Gai and his fast movement. We'll keep him in charge as long as we need to do some fast movement. We'll get you guys down on the river. And let's see how much farther we can go. Well, we'll just take you out to the max. And we will turn the corner, turn the dog leg in the river and get down to that iron mine and complete yet another commandery. And over here, what are we looking at here? You guys aren't far. So I guess we'll just hole up this winter, finish our healing, and then we will start moving out also. We have Jindu. What kind of area we like? We have a abandoned area, so that won't be a complete commandery when we move there. So that's very remote in there, isn't it? That's very remote. So it actually looks like we'll need to move towards the Jian copper mine next. And then that puts us in position, because that's one of our goals. I think it's Liu Yao from way long time ago. No, that's just my promotion rank. There we go. It's Liu Ya that I need to destroy. Well, where the heck is Liu Ya? I was thinking it was Liu Yao all along, thinking I had to do it over here, and this was my goal as far as that. Well, we'll keep our eyes open for that mystery force that we will need to take over, but it's all Han Empire. Liu Yan? Liu Yao? But this is saying Liu Ya. Let's go find out. I thought it was over in this direction. And it seems to focus over here on Liu Yao. There it goes. That's hence my confusion. So we'll still be working over this way to see if we can't complete our trek to the coast. And on that note, since we're convalescing, it's the winter, it's a nice time to hunker down and kind of take a break. And then the spring arrives and we'll be able to get moving and have some fun next episode. We had a big battle, a bloody battle. I could have done better in hindsight. There's all sorts of things I know I got bogged down, sloppiness. But big battles aren't my strength. I just got to keep practicing, keep working on those. If you have ideas on things I could have done to make that better, please let me know. I appreciate any input. And on that note, this is ZigZagZog signing off from hot and muggy Western Kentucky.